Hello everyone, this is Jarib and I'm a teacher. This video is for teachers who want to use Kahoot with their students. This video is going to be about the basics, just the basics, okay? So first of all, you need to have a Kahoot account. You can log in with your Google account. In this case, I'm logging in with my Google account. You can have different options. You have homepage. This is the homepage. Discover, library, reports. Reports is where you can see the results of your students. Library is where you can save your Kahoots, the Kahoots that you have created, or the Kahoots that you found on Kahoot and you save to your library. Okay, you can have you can create your own Kahoots, or you can discover Kahoots that are already made. Okay. Well, in this case, if you're new, we're going to use the Discover section. Find me a Kahoot about. For example, I'm working with likes and dislikes. Likes and dislikes. Okay? You're going to look for a Kahoot that you want. You can see there are many results, 15,000 results. Okay? 15,000 results. There are many results. Show more results. There are different Kahoots, 20 questions, 13 questions, 12 questions, 10 questions. So you're going to select one of these, okay? You're going to select one of these. For example, I'm going to pick this one, 12 questions. 12 questions. William, the answers are loves dancing, hates dancing, likes dancing at parties, don't mind dancing at parties. And there's a picture. This one is kind of intermediate level, maybe. So we're gonna find another one that can be easier for middle school students. So we're gonna click on this one, likes and dislikes, 10 questions. Do you like pizza? This one is easier for my type of students. Do you like pizza? And there's a happy face. The options are no I don't, yes I do, no I like, not, no I not like. So the right answer is yes I do. There's a check mark. And the students will have 20 seconds to answer this question. 20 seconds to answer this question. 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. As you can see, there are 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds. There are different pictures. So if you like this one, you can click on this star if you wanna favorite this Kahoot. In this case, I'm gonna favorite this Kahoot. If I click on this star, it's gonna be saved in the library. So it's gonna be easier for me to find it later. If you like the Kahoot just the way it is, you can click on play. If you wanna change something, you're gonna click here, edit. So you're gonna make a duplicate. You're gonna duplicate this Kahoot to edit. Okay, duplicate. So you can change the questions. Like, do you like? You can change the questions. You can remove the pictures and add another picture. You can change the answers. You can delete answers. You can have 2 options, 3 options, 4 options. You can have different answers. You can change the answers. You can have 2 right answers. You can have 3 right answers. You can have 4 right answers. In this case, this one is the only right answer. You can change the time limit over here, 20 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute. I'm gonna change this option to 1 minute. Points. As you know, students get points with every answer. So you can have standard points, double points, or no points. What else? If you don't like a question, you can delete the question here in this trash can. You can delete the question. You can go through the questions. This is the second question. This is the third question, fourth question, fifth question. You can see the 10 questions here. If you don't like a question, you can delete over here. If you want to add a question, you can add another question. You can make quiz questions or true or false questions. You can also add type and answer, puzzle, poll, word cloud, open-ended, brainstorm. but as you can see, there are crowns here. This means that these are for premium users. So if you are a free user, you can have quiz questions and you can have true or false. Well, quiz. You can type your question here. You can add your answers and you can upload a picture or a YouTube link. Well, I'm gonna erase this one. Delete. When you finish your edits, you can click here, done. When you finish your edits, you're gonna click done. Try it and you can edit the questions, the answers, the pictures. When you finish, you just click done and it's gonna be saved here in the library. I have different Kahoots saved in here. For example, verbs, present simple, present continuous, verbs, 20 questions. This is a 40 questions Kahoot, 14 questions, adverbs of frequency, questions about time, prepositions of place, clothing, and accessories. When you have your Kahoot ready to play, you're gonna click play, and you're gonna have two options: teach or assign. If you're working with your students through Zoom or Google Meet or any type of video conference, you can use the teach option. But if you're gonna send the Kahoot as an assignment or as activity, as homework, you can click assign. You can set a date and time, so your students have to answer the challenge before the time ends. Okay, option question timer. You can set question timer, or you can turn it off. If you want your students to have endless time to answer each question, you can set it off, or you can turn it on. If you want to randomize answer order, you can turn this on. Nickname generator, I don't recommend to turn this on. I recommend to turn it off, so your students can write their own nickname. You're gonna ask them to write their names and their groups, okay? So you can know easily whose student is answering your Kahoot. The player limit is 100 if you have a free account, okay? Well, you're gonna click here on create. Then you can share this link. You're gonna copy this link. You can share this link or this game pin with your students to answer the quiz. You can share it here. Other ways to share: Google Classroom, Artboard, Facebook, Twitter. Copy the link and you're gonna send the link to your students. All right. Remember that there's a 100 players limit. So if you have different groups, I recommend to set a challenge for every group so you can manage easily your answers, the reports. Okay. So for example, I made this challenge, this assignment. I shared this link with a group, and then I go back to my library and for example, I want my students to answer a Kahoot about verbs. So I'm gonna play this one, play verbs, assign. As you can see, I have two challenges in progress. This Kahoot has an ongoing challenge, ends in 2 days. View challenge info. There are two challenges in progress. For example, you can send a link for a group, you can send another link to another group, and if I teach 3 groups, I can create a new one. I set the date and the time, I set the question timer on, I randomize answer order. I don't want a nickname generator. I want my students to write their names and their groups, and I'm gonna click here create. So now I have 3 challenges created, and I can send every link. You can copy the link here, copy the link, and you're gonna send this link to your students. So for example, the reports, in the report tab, you can see there are ongoing challenges. I have this verbs Kahoot, ends in 2 days, verbs ends in 2 days, duplicate of verbs ends in 3 days, verbs ends in 3 days. So I have 4 challenges that you can copy the link and you can send those links to your students. Click over here and you can always copy the link. You can copy the link, send it to your students, to your Google Classroom, to your to the Facebook. Copy the link and send it to your students. Okay. When the time is over, when this Kahoot ends in 2 days, when the Kahoot ends, you can see the results in here. For example, as you can see, this challenge about verbs has 100 players. So I'm going to click on this challenge. And you can see the name of the students that didn't finish the Kahoot, the quiz. You can see players, the players' results. You can see Sofia Sanchez 100%, Nayeli Loera 100%. You can see here the results. These are the results of the students: 95%, 90%, 95%, 85%. You can see there. You can click on Sofia, for example, and you can see the question: what is this verb? Run, cook, draw, eat, jump. Correct, correct, correct. Time, she answered in 1.3 seconds. She got 995 points. Another correct answer. You can see the time, 1.2 seconds, the points that they got, and see more. Well, you can see the results of your students here. Okay, so that's it. I think it's very simple. You can have the results. You can see the results of your students here. Reports. You can discover Kahoots here. Discover. Find me a Kahoot about. You can create your own Kahoot from scratch. You can save Kahoots to your library. As you can see, I have different Kahoots saved to my library. Duplicate of verbs, present simple, verbs, time, adverbs of frequency, prepositions of place, clothing and accessories. Show more Kahoots. I have many different Kahoots saved in here. You can create your own Kahoots. You can see the reports. There are many Kahoots. You don't need to create anything. If you want, you can do it. But you can find many different Kahoots. You can edit those Kahoots. Click on play or click on assign, and you can share the link with your students and they're gonna have fun. All right, so this is it, and I hope you like this video and see you next time. Bye bye.